crown of glory. In the same way, you who are younger, be subject to the elders. All of you clothe yourselves with humility toward one another, because God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So before we get to verse 6, before we get to verse 6, 1 Peter chapter 5, 1 through 4, this is a KJV narrative summary. It says, rather than using the position to tell people what to do, the elders should show them an example of what to do. Meaning, if you're a church leader, or you're in a position of any type of authority, or people are listening to you speak, well, you should be living that way all the time. All the time. All right? We all sin and fall short of the glory of God. Be kind to yourself as you're being transformed by the renewal of your mind. But you shouldn't be, pastors, preachers, teachers shouldn't be different when they're standing up on a pulpit on Sunday talking, and then a completely different person when they're home and they're getting drunk and beating their wife. Okay? I'm just saying. If you are bearing witness on the internet, you should bear witness at your workplace, regardless of what type of job it is. Y'all think because of the nature of the work that I do that I'm going to hide my faith at work? Absolutely not. Nope. Sure won't. And if at any point in time, as things change here in this fallen world, if I were to get fired for sharing my faith, okay. Good thing I serve the God that provides, Jehovah Jireh, right? It's one of the names for God, Jehovah Jireh. So if I were to, get fired for sharing my faith, well, so be it. Okay. Thank you for showing me where I don't need to be. Just saying. The type of place I work, there's supposed to be a very sharp separation, right? And tell you what, there's not. I will make sure there's not one. And if I get persecuted for it, okay. If I get fired for it, okay. And now, do I do my best to be extra kind? Okay, it's just strange. We're in a place today in our culture where those who are completely and totally against the faith are much more widely accepted, right? Are much more widely accepted or respected or allowed to express their beliefs in the workplace than those who are defenders of the faith. So let's be extra kind, everywhere we are. Let's be extra kind, y'all. Especially to those who are very visibly lost, Let's be extra kind. Let's be extra kind. Yes, because they are of this world. Right. And let's be extra kind to them, reflecting the heart of Christ. So people really, especially today, have a real big tendency to assume a whole bunch of things if somebody calls themselves a Christian today, right now, in our world today. Well, let's reflect the heart of Christ to them. Rather than reflecting the heart of fallen man in a fallen world, let's reflect the heart of Christ to them, 1 Peter chapter 5. show them an example of what to do. Elders must show the flock how they are to live. When Jesus comes, there will be a reward for all those who serve the way that Peter describes here in 1 Peter chapter 4, 1 through 4. And again, anytime we're in a footnote or anything that I'm speaking anything, test all things, hold fast to that which is true. Take it to God, take it to the Word of God. This reward is an unfading crown of glory. Their work will not go unrecognized by God. Again, we serve a God that sees everything, all-knowing, all-powerful, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. The enemy tries to be omnipresent, all right? Tries to be everywhere all at once. We serve the God who is everywhere all at once. The enemy tries real hard to be everywhere all at once, but he's not God, you know? 1 Peter chapter 5 verses 6 through 7. Peter makes his case that humility is needed toward leaders and each other. It stands to reason that we must be humble in our relationship with God. The mighty hand of God is an image that is used frequently in the Bible. Here it refers to what Peter stated, chapter 4, verse 17, namely that God is at work in the lives of his children, using the trials of the world to deal with their sin. To humble yourself under the mighty hand of God is to acknowledge the trial that you are in and to surrender to the process rather than running away. That's fire. So if you are in a trial or tribulation, whether it be financial, mental, spiritual, emotional, relational, whatever the case may be, why don't you bring that to God and ask him what he's trying to show you? Or ask him what you can learn from your experience that you're dealing with right then and there. God, what are you trying to teach me right now? What are you trying to show me? What do I need to do? What do I need to change? Please direct my steps. Submit to him in all your ways.